Welcome to the Sunny Days Podcast. I am your host, Sunny Brooks, and I'm so excited to have you. This show was created to inspire women to heal from their past, take control of the present, and manifest their future. Here you will get love, laughter, support, and straight realness. So if you're ready to get rid of your shit and live unapologetically, this is for you. Let's start healing, living, and fucking manifesting. Let's get started for today. Welcome to Sunnyside. Thank you for joining me each and every Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't know, I'm here each and every Monday and Thursday. Monday, I'm here at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Sunny Gems, giving you a little inspiration, a little dose of motivation to get you through the week. And then I'm back here on Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunnyside, getting your questions answered, giving you advice, and just a little more information about things that you want to know about. So make sure you join me live here or live in the Facebook group, the Power of Healing Facebook group, each and every Monday and Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But today is Sunnyside, and I have 3 questions that I'm going to answer, and you're going to get some insight on different things. And if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to the podcast, download the episodes, and leave me a 5-star review. Screenshot the review, send it to me at sunny@iamsunnybrooks.com, and I will give you free access to my Law of Attraction Masterclass. You don't want to miss it. You want to be a part of the masterclass. So make sure that you just screenshot it and send it to me. So the first question for today is, how do you know you are on the path of healing? How do you know you're on the path of healing? That's a good question. How do you know that you're on the path of healing? Okay, so one thing that comes up is that you will know based off of your growth, right? So you know that certain things no longer bother you, or I wouldn't necessarily say certain things no longer bother you, but you would know that you are more aware. Let's say that's what I'm gonna go with. You're more aware than you were before. Especially those who took my I Choose Me program, that were in the I Choose Me program. They were just like, there's certain things now I just look and be like, this person's doing that because of this, or oh, I'm not gonna feel this way. I'm gonna catch myself because I know that this doesn't serve me, or that thought came from this. So you just become more aware, and you're able to pinpoint things. So you're able to say, okay, well, this is how I'm feeling now. This is what I'm experiencing now. Where does this come from? What is the root problem? You're able to now look deeper than the symptoms. So I believe in the healing path, when you're on your healing path, you start to look at the root problem and no longer just the symptoms. You no longer look at the headache. You're looking at why the headache is being caused, type of thing. Not only that, the testing, right? You're going to be tested. I tell everyone that when you are on any path of change, right, you're going to go through some things. So especially on a path of healing, I feel like the universe is like, let me throw this at you and see how you're going to respond. Now that you know this, because you no longer are ignorant, you no longer can act like you don't know. Now you know better, so you got to do better. So let me throw this at you and see how you respond. You don't respond the same, right? You say, I feel like I'm just being tested. Let me keep passing these tests. That, I feel like you know you're on a path of healing. You become more aware. You are passing the test that the universe and the creator is giving you. And you also start to feel a change within yourself. That's how I would put it. You start to feel a change within yourself. You start to just feel something shifting on the inside. It's kind of hard to explain with words, but you can feel it energetically. Something just starts to change. It seems like the sun is a little brighter. The rainy days is not as long. Something on the inside starts to change. Those are just a few things of how I would say, how do you know you're on a path of healing? You just start to change, and you start to feel. You no longer become numb. You no longer are numb, or you no longer try to avoid feeling. You feel. You accept your feelings. You try to master your feelings in a way that serve you. So those are some things. The second question is, can healing be measured? That's actually a really good question. Can healing be measured? So I do believe healing can be measured, but no, it can't be measured on a scale, right? No, it can't. I don't believe that there could be a scale that could measure everyone's healing because everybody is different, right? Everybody has their own journey. So your healing may not look like my healing, and my healing may not look like the next person healing. So I don't believe it can be measured in a way that is symmetrical across the board, but I do believe that it can be measured for the individual. So you can look at yourself and say, okay, well, I used to get really frustrated and aggravated and irritated for no reason. Now when I feel that, I shift the energy, right? That is a measurement, right? That's your measuring. Okay, well, I used to do this, I'm no longer doing this. So being able to pinpoint where you were from point A and point B. Okay, this used to bother me. It doesn't bother me as much. Or now that I have these thoughts, I work to change them, right? So that's a way to measure it. No, I can't say, well, you're at 50% of healing, because healing is an ongoing journey. This is not something that you say, okay, I'm 100% healed and I'm perfect. Why? Because we are having a human experience. And if we were not having a human experience, then we wouldn't have feelings and we wouldn't have those things. So being that we have a human experience, we go through pain, we go through trauma, we go through hurt, we go through things, negative things and bad things. So we are always healing, and we deal with other humans, right? We have a human experience with other humans who are having human experiences. So through life, when we have these experiences and encounters and interaction with people, there are some things that come up that either triggers us, that pull up some old stuff, that deals with some insecurities or something that we have to heal. So healing is an ongoing journey. You heal, healing starts, and once it starts, it never stops, right? It's always, no matter what. I feel like if you're 100% healed and you're 100% enlightened, you're no longer having a human experience, right? You are this supernatural being. You are this deity of some sort. You're not here having a human experience, because the part of life is a healing journey, and life is something that is going to continue to happen, and we're going to continue to go through and have some things that we have to heal and things like that. However, you can measure your healing. You can measure your healing by seeing where you were before, checking where you are now, kind of like goals. Or you're like, progress, kind of like a progress report. Even if you're checking in with some people, if you have like a friend or a partner that you say, hey, how do you think I've been handling this situation? And they're like, damn, well, before you used to do this, now you don't do this. So that's a way to measure it. There's different ways to measure it. So to answer that question, yes, I believe healing can be measured, but I do not believe healing can be measured the same way for everybody, because every individual is different, and every story, every journey, and every experience is different depending on the individual. The third question that I only have 3 today. So, being that I only have 3 today, make sure that you submit your questions. All you have to do is go to, if you don't have the link, just go to www.iamsunnybrooks.com/links. iamsunnybrooks.com/links, or if you follow me on Instagram, just click the link in my bio and you will see a link there that says submit your questions and topics. So you could get your questions answered, and I could talk about the topics you want me to talk about. But anyways, that's why I only have 3 questions. So submit your questions, submit your topics. But the third question is, what are some of your daily must-dos? Kind of sound like my daily routine, right? But I won't go through my specific daily routines, but some things that I must do. As funny as I am, I was going to say brush my teeth. I have to brush my teeth, obviously. So I'm not going to go with the obvious, right? But some things I must do. The first thing I do is gratitude. Soon as like my eyes open, like it's funny because soon as like I become aware and get brought back into consciousness, I'm talking about gratitude in my mind. I say, oh, grateful. I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for that. I'm really extremely grateful for this, because I'm loving that this is happening. I love this. I love that. All of this. That's what I do. And one of my must-dos every day is gratitude. And it's not only when I wake up. It's when I go to sleep. I say, oh, I'm so grateful for this day, because it was extremely helpful. It was extremely beautiful. It was filled with relaxation, whatever, right? Throughout the day, I'm expressing gratitude. Wow, I really appreciate being able to have this freedom, or have to do this or do that. So I express gratitude. That's one of my daily must-dos. If I don't do anything else, I must show thanks, show gratitude, and express it what feels comfortable, in a way that feels comfortable to me. Also, one of my daily must-dos is I have to do some sort of brain food. I listen to different podcasts. I listen to different videos, and or I read my book. Like I would say, I try to read my book every day because I really, not my book, but a book every day because I really enjoy reading. But there's some sort of brain food that I must have. That's what I call it, brain food. There's some brain food I must have and indulge in throughout the day, at least once a day. So either podcasts, different podcasts I listen to, or videos. Some of the videos like I listen to is by Wayne Dyer or Tony Robbins. I also listen to Les Brown. E.T. is pretty good. I listen to different people. I listen to Deepak Chopra. I also listen to some like interviews when it comes like with Paulo Coelho or Don Miguel Ruiz. Sometimes what is it called? Oprah show. So what is it called? Soul Food. So I can't think of it right now. But when she's interviewing them, Sunday Soul Sunday, I think. I listen to different things that's either inspirational, motivational, but I listen to, those people pretty often. That or a podcast, or I'm reading a book. Right now I'm reading The Celestine Prophecy. It's pretty good. The last book I read was You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. I listened to her too. So yeah, that's one thing I must do. Some sort of brain food. And I must eat great, right? That's one of my things. Like, I love cookies, so I'll eat cookies every now and again, right? But sometimes I go through my little binge and be like, I'm going to eat a cookie every day for this week. Not saying that, but I'm like, damn, I ate a cookie every day this week. But I have to eat healthy, like, which is very, whatever that means for you, right? But for me, I'm like, okay, I need to either have, like, right before I got up here, I was like, oh my gosh, I just feel a little sluggish, brain fog. Let me go drink some of my green juice. I made a green juice, so I went to go drink some of that. I may eat vegan junk food that day, but I make sure I'm eating something healthy or drinking something healthy. Either I'm having a fresh smoothie, a fresh juice, or I'm eating some sort of salad. I'm eating something that is good and veggies and whole, right? It's a whole food. I'm making sure it's something natural, not necessarily just vegan, because you can have vegan junk food, but something that is feeding my body. I also make sure I take a probiotic, because probiotic is really good for gut health. It's good for your immune system. It's good for a lot of stuff. It's good. You have to make sure you have probiotics because a lot of times they say diseases start first in the gut. So you make sure your gut is healthy. I have to make sure I take a probiotic. Any other supplements that I have to incorporate. So right now I'm taking my probiotics and I'm taking some supplements for my varicose veins. I have like 2 or 3, but that deals with blood circulation. So I'm taking some herbs and supplements for that I take every day. But yep. I have to make sure I spend some time, see or talk to my garden tower. I have herbs that I'm growing. You can check it out on my Instagram story. But I have different herbs like cilantro, peppermint, lavender. I'm also growing tomatoes. Today is the first day that one of my tomatoes fully ripened and turned all the way red. I almost cried and shed a tear. So yeah. I'm growing bell peppers, so that's something I do. I water my garden every morning. Some mornings, if I'm cooking or something, babe will go water the garden. But later on that day, I'll go out there and talk to them and look at them and play with them. It sounds weird, but I enjoy that. It gives me a sense of grounding, a sense of taking care of something, and it grounds me. It allows me to be a part of nature and just trust the process. It teaches me patience in the midst of it. So that's something I must do. I think that's it. I'm big on my planner and calendar, so I make sure I have my, I won't say my day list out, but things that I must get done. I have it on my calendar and I check it off as I'm going, and I'm keeping track of the things that I have to accomplish and have to do. That's something I do. So I make sure I write everything down, because if I don't write it down, I may not remember, and I'm not going to be held accountable for it. So those are some of my must-dos. That's not my daily routine or my morning routine, but some of those things are what I must incorporate in my daily routine. So some things you can incorporate, anything that makes you feel good, anything that reminds you of where you want to go, being grateful, different things you should incorporate. But that is it for today. That's all I have for you. So make sure on the flip side that you review, you go subscribe, download, and leave me a review for my podcast. Submit your questions Submit your questions and your topics that you have for the Sunny Side and Sunny Gems. You can do that at www.iamsunnybrooks.com/links. And my Instagram, just click the link in the bio. Other than that, I will see y'all later. And if nobody told y'all today, I fucking love you. Hey, if you enjoyed this episode as much as I did, be sure to leave me a review and share this episode with others. Also, you can screenshot it and post it on your social media page and tag me at IamSunnyBrooks. Be sure to check out my website at www.iamsunnybrooks.com and follow me on all social media platforms at IamSunnyBrooks. Let's heal and manifest together.